Want me to narrate? Alright, do it. I see the player you mean.
Brondo?
Yes, take care. It has reached a higher level now. It can read our thoughts.
That doesn't matter. It thinks we're a part of the game.
I like this player. It played well. It did not give up.
It is our reader, our thoughts, as though they were words on the screen.
That is how it chooses to imagine many things, when it is deep in the dream of game.
Words may make a wonderful interface, very flexible, and less terrifying than staring at the reality behind the screen.
They used to hear voices before players could read. Back in the days when those who did not play called the players witches and warlocks, and players dreamed they flew through the air in sticks powered by demons.
What did this player dream?
This player dreamed of sunlight and trees, or fire and water. It dreamed it created, it dreamed it destroyed. It dreamed it hunted, and it was hunted. It dreamed of shelter.
Ha! That original interface. 1,000,000 years old and it still works. But what true structure did this player create in the reality behind the screen?
It works with 1,000,000 others to sculpt a true world in the fold of the blah 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 blah. And created a for in the...
It cannot read that thought.
No, it has not yet achieved the highest level. That it must achieve in the long dream of life, not the short dream of the game.
Does it know that we love it? That the universe is kind?
Sometimes, the noise of its thoughts, it hears the universe, yes.
But there are times it is sad in the long dream. It creates the world that have no summer, and it shivers under a black sun, and it takes its sad creation for reality.
To cure it of sorrow would destroy it. Sorrow is part of its own private task. We cannot interfere.
Sometimes when they deep in dreams, I want to tell them they are building true worlds in reality. Sometimes I want to tell them of their importance to the universe. Sometimes, when they have not made true connection in a while, I want to help them to speak the word they fear.
It reads our thoughts.
Sometimes I do not care. Sometimes I wish to tell them, this world you take for truth is merely... And I wish to tell them they see so little of reality in the long dream.
And yet they play the game.
But it would be so easy to tell them.
Too strong for this dream. To tell them how to live is to prevent them from living.
I will not tell the player how to live.
The player is growing restless.
I will tell the player a story.
But not the truth.
No, a story that contains the truth safely, in a cage of worlds. Not the naked truth that can burn over any distance.
Give it a body again.
Yes, player.
Use its name.
Brondo, player of games.
Good.
Oh God. Take a breath now. Take another. Feel air in your lungs. Let your limbs return. Yes, move your fingers. Have a body again. Under gravity, in air. Respawn in the long dream. There you are, your body touching the universe again at every point, as though you were separate things. As though we were separate things.
Who are we? Once we called the spirit of the mountain. Father, Son, Mother, Moon. Ancestral spirits. Animal spirits. Jinn. Ghosts. The Green Man, then gods, demons, angels, poltergeists, aliens, extraterrestrials, leptons, quarks. The words change. We did not change.
We are the universe. We are everything you think isn't you. You are looking at us now through your skin and your eyes. And why does the universe touch your skin and throw light on you? To see you, player, to know you, and to be known. I shall tell you a story. Once upon a time, there was a player.
That player was you, Brondo.
Sometimes it thought itself human on the thin crust of a spinning globe of molten rock. The ball of molten rock circled the ball of blazing gas that was 330,000 times more massive than it. They were so far apart that the light took 8 times to travel across the gap. The light was in formation from a star, and then I could burn your skin from 150 million kilometers away. Sometimes the player dreamed it was a miner on the surface of the world that was flat and infinite. The sun was a square of white, the days were short, there was much to do, and death was a temporary inconvenience.
Sometimes the player dreamed it was lost in the story.
Sometimes the player dreamed it was another thing, in other places. Sometimes these dreams were disturbing, sometimes very beautiful indeed. Sometimes the player woke from one dream into another, then woke from that into a third.
Watch words on the screen.
Let's go back. The atoms of the player were scattered in the grass. Oh my God! In the grass, in the river, in the air, in the ground, a woman gathered the atoms. She drank, ate, and inhaled. The woman assembled the prayer in her body. The player awoke from the warm, dark world of its mother's body into a long dream. And the player was a new story never told before, written in letters of DNA. The player was a new program never run before, generated by a source code of 1 billion years old. The player was a new human never alive before, made from nothing but milk and love.
You are the player, the story, the program, the human made from nothing but milk and love.
Let's go further further back. 7 billion atoms of the player's body were created long before this game in the heart of the star. So the player 2 is information from a star. And the player moves through a story which is a force of information planted by man called Julian on a flat infinite world created by man called Marcus. It existed in a small private world created by the player who was created by.
The player private small world was soft form, sometimes hard and cold. Yeah. Sometimes it's called those electrons and protons.
Sometimes it's called a planet and star. Sometimes I believe that. Oh my God! No, I'm not gonna do this. Just skip to there.
You are alive.
You are the player reading the words.
Shush, sometimes the player reads lines of code on a screen, decoded them into words, decoded into meaning into feelings, emotions, theories, ideas, and the player started to breathe faster and deeper. It realized it was alive. It was alive. Those thousands of deaths had not been real. The player was alive.
You are alive.
And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the sunlight that came through the shuffling leaves of the summer trees.
And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the light that it fell from the crisp night sky winter, with a fleck of light. And I lost the word.
Corner of the player's eye.
Corner of the player's eye spent a million times as massive as the sun, boiling its planets into plasma in order to visible moment to...
And sometimes the player believed the universe had spoken to it through the zeros and ones, through the electricity of the world, through the scrolling words on a screen at the end of a dream.
And the universe said, I love you.
That's gay. And the universe said you have played the game well.
And the universe said everything you need is within you.
And the universe said you were stronger than you know.
And the universe said you are daylight.
And the universe said you were the night.
And the universe said darkness you fly is within you.
And the darkness said the light within you, that you seek, is within you.
And the universe said you are not alone.
And the universe said you are not separate from every other thing.
And the universe said you are the universe
You are the universe.
Tasting itself, taking it to itself, reading its own code.
And the universe said, I love you because you are love.
That's homo. And the game was over, and the player woke up from the dream, and the player began a new dream. And the player dreamed again, dreamed better, and the player was universe, and the player was love. You are the player.
Wake up.
Minecraft credits.
Oh God, that was amazing.
Oh, I thought that was a credit.